how about some cocktails to mark the arrival of spring? I say yes. Mixologist Liz Pearce is here to mix up some refreshing spring equinox cocktails. Hello, Liz.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
We look so festive today.
Trying.
Yes.
It was a little cloudy out there, so I figured I might as well try to cheer it up a little.
We absolutely do. And you're going to cheer me up by making several cocktails, right?
Yes.
So what are we starting with?
So I'm going to show you first off, our signature cocktail for Hendrick's Gin. It's this amazing gin out of Scotland. You may have seen it around.
I have heard of it.
I'm going to show you first the easy one that you can do at home.
Thank you.
Super
Please start
simple.
easy.
Okay, so you need really no real equipment for this. I've got a jigger here, but you could use like a measuring spoon or something like that.
Okay.
And we're gonna take 2 parts of Hendrick's Gin, toss it right in the glass.
Yum.
Then we're going to take the juiciest lemon I've ever seen in my life.
And using fresh. Why
Fresh,
fresh?
always fresh.
Always fresh. Okay.
So these cocktails are really simple. So you really have to use the best ingredients. There's not a lot of room to fudge it.
Okay.
You know?
You can taste
told you this
like
was a
the
juicy
difference. That is really a lot of juice just came out of that
Yes.
one. I imagine we're making a lemonade then. What is this one called?
Exactly. So this is called the Hendrick's Cucumber Lemonade.
Cucumber lemonade. Okay, yes.
We're gonna use a little simple syrup. I have store-bought here. You can make it at home. Equal parts sugar and water.
Okay.
And then you're gonna put 1 part of the sugar. So we've got 2 parts gin, 1 part lemon, 1 part sugar. Would you hand me one of those club sodas over there?
Yes.
What we're gonna do, and this is the way I like to do it, I like to add a little bit of ice, kind of get it
a stir
chilled up
in
a little bit.
Okay.
Go ahead and
How much?
pour some in.
I like the fizz in a drink.
Yeah, that looks great right there.
Okay, perfect.
And then I top it with a little bit more ice. And then why don't you grab me a couple slices of cucumber there maybe? Yeah, however you like it.
I don't know.
We always garnish with a cucumber because it's in our gin.
Yeah, so
We've
you
got cucumbers and roses.
Okay.
So we like to drive home that refreshing kind of aspect of it. Look at that.
Ta-da!
Was that easy or what?
That was very easy. I can tell this is going to be refreshing. I'm going to taste test, and you're going to walk me through drink number 2. What are we making?
Drink number 2. So we're going to make what we call the Oasium Fizz. So every year we come out with a new extension of our line. This year's is Hendrick's Oasium, and it's just got additional essences on top. So,
interesting.
Yeah. So this one was inspired by our master distiller, Leslie Gracie. She took a trip to the desert. She was fascinated by all the flora and fauna. And, you know, they're just thriving in this very inhospitable climate. And she was like, wow, that's so cool. I'm going to make a gin that reflects that.
Yes. And I have to say, amazing, so refreshing, bright, the cucumber and the lemon. I get why you used a fresh.
Yeah,
a real lemon is important, okay?
The stuff in the little squeezy shapes just doesn't cut it. It doesn't, it kind of just tastes like chemicals.
You've changed me. Okay, yes.
Okay, so once again, this is your friend here, one of these little citrus presses. They're like $7 at the store. You can't go wrong. So we're gonna go 2 parts of the Oasium gin, and then we're gonna do 1 part of lime. Because these limes are kind of small, I'm gonna use 2 halves.
Everyone needs a little more zest, okay?
Yeah, we like zest in our life.
Look at that.
Okay,
amazing.
So you're gonna notice this is kind of the same formula, right?
Okay.
So we've got the
Do I need
gin.
to crack another one of these
Yes,
babies
you will.
open? Okay.
We've got the sour, we've got a little bit of sweet. We're gonna put a little bit of the simple syrup in here, okay? And then, to make it delightfully deserty and so forth, would you please hand me that grapefruit juice right there?
Oh,
We're gonna put fresh grapefruit, and I cannot stress this enough, fresh grapefruit.
Fresh. There's a theme.
Is the way, yes. Fresh, it's spring, right? We're waking up. We're just gonna top that in there. And then, of course, we said a little bit of club soda.
Okay. And why do you like using gin, too, just for a refreshing drink for summer and spring?
Gin is so versatile. Anything that you do with vodka or tequila or, you know, any of those sorts of things you can do with gin. So it's really, really easy.
And the first drink too, it wasn't like super spirit forward. Like I was really tasting all the elements, which was really delicious. Okay, what did you just top that last one with?
We call this a cucumber tongue.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm
you can
diving
cut
in.
it any way you like it. You know, whatever makes it easy.
Beautiful. Okay, and while I taste test, again, drink number 3.
Drink number 3 is a very classic cocktail called Pegu Club. Isn't
Okay.
that great?
This
so
one's
it's
my
essentially
new
a
favorite.
Paloma,
Yes,
but with gin.
yes, so
And
good.
Very, very easy drinking.
Oh, okay, number 3.
Okay, so we're gonna use the Oasium again. We're gonna make this Pegu Club, which, like I said, super classic cocktail Prohibition era. We're gonna make it with our special gin because it's got some extra botanicals in there. There's like some lovely little desert herbs and fruits and things like that. So it just gives it a little extra.
Spring festive vibes.
So we're gonna go 2 parts, again, of the Oasium gin. And this one, you gotta have your shaker for it.
Okay.
If you don't have a shaker at home, use a jar. You can, you know, save your jam jars or whatever.
Get a
Anything that just
shaker,
has a
people.
top.
Get a shaker.
They do cost like $5. So, but you could probably find one at a thrift store too if you don't feel like going out. Okay, let's do a touch of simple. Now, the original Pegu Club does not have simple in it, but we like to just make it just a little rounder. Back in the day, people drank very, very tart cocktails.
Is this going in at all?
It's not.
No?
I know
With
it
the
looks
color,
like it,
okay.
right? Okay, so if you would please hand me this orange liqueur here. You can
Yes.
use whatever brand you like. I like to use a high quality one because, as I said, it's always like you're putting it in your body. It might as well be nice quality, right?
Okay, and while you're finishing up and making that, I'm gonna taste test too, just for time purposes.
Yum, yum,
Keep
yum.
going.
Okay, we're going. We're gonna put another squirt of lime in there. And then the color from that is not the grapefruit juice. It is Angostura bitters, every
Ta-da!
bartender's best friend.
Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you so much. Take us to break shaking. These all were delicious. Thank you for being here.
New Day Northwest Kitchen is brought to you by Safeway.